Hello, Homestead. Please stand for the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. And now for a moment of silence.
Hello, Homestead. It's Friday, September 1st, and time for today's edition of HHS In Depth. I'm Sydney Scholl.
And I'm Kelsey Nutter. On today's show, you'll learn about our new canine officer, Diggs, and what his role is at Homestead this year.
You'll begin learning about some of the new teachers at Homestead this year in Jessica Walter's first installment of her three-part series.
Reporter Regan Jones teaches us about the club debuting next week, the History Club, and what it all entails.
And Garrett Willis is back with his 2-minute drill with a look at our boys' soccer team, and Riley Kamala brings us our weekend weather forecast.
We'll have all those stories and much more, so stay tuned for today's episode of HHS In Depth. We begin today's show with a story on our school's newest canine officer, Diggs. Reporter Jack Adams caught up with Officer Tuttle and Diggs to learn about his story and what to expect from him at Homestead this school year.
You may have noticed a new police dog wandering around the halls with Officer Tuttle. After many conversations and polls, the dog has officially been given the name Diggs.
Funny story about Diggs' name. Like I said, he was donated from a police officer in Colorado. That officer let his 3-year-old daughter originally name Diggs. So she decided that his name was going to be Diggery-Doo. After some hard bargaining, we met her halfway, and we decided that his name would be Diggery-Doo, but his nickname would be Diggs.
Even though Diggs is a friendly dog, we must still be aware that he is at our school to work and accomplish his duties as a part of the police canine unit.
It's a lot of work training. It takes a lot of time and hours to train a police canine. We spent 10 weeks this entire summer training. Every month we have to go back and do some more in-service concurrent training. A lot of work, a lot of time obviously to care for a pet. It's amazing the things they can do, seeing them track, seeing them search for narcotics and weapons.
There has been a lot of hard work put into getting Diggs prepared for the many responsibilities he has to keep our school safe.
Diggs is excited to join the Saxon Homestead community, but it is important to realize that he's a trained police canine unit. To assist Diggs in being efficient as possible, it's important to remember to always ask the officer when you approach. Don't pet Diggs while he's on duty or working, and don't run up and startle or make loud noises or horseplay around Diggs.
Homestead is excited to have Diggs in our school, but if you see him around, make sure to prevent startling him by keeping a distance. For HHS In Depth, I'm Jack Adams.
Attention students, next Tuesday, September 5th is Picture Retake Day. If you do not get your picture taken on registration day and do not have a current school year ID, please make sure that you go to the community room next Tuesday to be photographed. If you would like retakes, please plan to bring your photo packet with you to get the retakes taken next Tuesday. These photos should be taken before or after school or during a study hall.
Do you wish you could be a part of an activity like the a cappella groups in Pitch Perfect but with less vomiting and drama? The Homestead Chamber Ensemble is a small student-led vocal group that is looking for new members. Auditions will be held before and after school every day next week. Just be ready to sing a portion of a song of your choice. See the flyers posted around the school for more details.
Juniors and seniors, an admissions rep from the following colleges will be visiting Homestead. If you would like to attend one of these meetings, you must sign up in student services at least one day prior to the visit. Tuesday, September 5th, IU, Purdue, and Merriam University. Wednesday, September 6th, Wabash College, Grace College, and Indiana State. Friday, September 8th, University of Denver, and Monday, September 11th, Franklin College, Furnham University, Bowling Green State University, and Hillsdale College.
Audio aficionados will be listening to Arcade Fire in room 600 on Monday after school at 2:45.
If you love to spread positivity, be involved in the community, and make new friends, then the Network Club is for you. They will be holding their very first meeting in room 108 on Monday, September 11th. Get out to enjoy snacks while discussing this year's goals for the club.
Hit it off with the Homestead Tennis Club on Tuesday, September 5th, right after school in Mrs. Merkling's room, room 206. Refreshments will be served, so be sure to stop in and check it out on Tuesday.
Every year, Homestead welcomes a new group of teachers to the building. Reporter Jessica Walter will be doing a 3-part series introducing us to all of the new faces and to see how their teaching paths have brought them to Homestead. Here's the first installment.
Each new school year comes with an influx of a variety of new teachers introduced at Homestead. The 2017-18 school year welcomed 12 new teachers.
I teach Fundamentals of Speech Communication, which is a dual credit course.
My name is Miss Andrig, and I am one of the new fax teachers here at Homestead. I teach interior design, adult roles and responsibilities, and food sciences.
My name is Miss Morgan Ford. I'm one of the new fax teachers here at Homestead. I teach nutritional wellness, child development, advanced nutritional wellness, and advanced child development.
Each new teacher offers a wide array of previous experiences to share with Homestead students.
I have a vast history in teaching at the collegiate level. My primary home is IPFW, where I am a member of the communications department, but I also teach at Ball State University. Ball State University, I teach in the Miller College of Business in the management department, as well as teaching at Ivy Tech, where I teach effective public speaking.
This is actually my first year teaching. I completed my student teaching last spring semester in Decorah, Iowa, and Rosendal, Norway.
I actually grew up in Fort Wayne, and then I moved and taught in Indianapolis, and I taught there for about 4 years. So this is my 5th year teaching, and I just got here, moved from Cascade High School, and now I'm at Homestead.
Along with every group of new teachers each year, they express the ease in adjusting to life at Homestead due to its welcoming community and friendly students and staff.
I am extremely excited to be working with the students that I have. They're very receptive, they're very bright. I have a passion for teaching, so my experience have all been positive. I hope just to be able to add value to their lives and their experience in my classroom.
Homestead has been great. Everybody here is super welcoming and super helpful, and they have really enhanced and made the experience worthwhile so far.
It's been great. It's a way bigger school than I'm familiar with, but it feels like a close-knit community at the same time.
Although adapting has been a breeze for these educators, it is important that each student respects and values their hard work just as much as their returning teachers. Reporting for HHS In Depth, I'm Jessica Walter.
Interested in politics, problem solving, and debate? Join Young Progressives for their first meeting of the year today after school from 2:45 to 3:30 in room 614. Everyone is welcome and snacks will be provided.
Spanish Club will meet for the first time after school Tuesday, September 5th in room 611, Senor Peepers class. All students are invited to join Spanish Club. Stop by for some food and to hear about this year's officers and about their ideas for the Spanish Club's fall activities.
Are you interested in stage acting and comedy but cannot fit the theater class into your schedule? The Improv and Drama Club will have its call-out meeting on Tuesday, September 5th in room 904 from 2:45 to 3:30 p.m.
If you pre-ordered a student section t-shirt at registration, they are in and can be picked up at the concession stand outside the cafeteria at lunch today. Also, there are a select few on sale for $10. If you don't pick them up today, they won't be available for a few more weeks.
And now here is a look at one of Homestead's new club debuting this school year. Reporter Reagan Jones caught up to learn about the History Club, which begins next week.
A new club is hitting the walls of Homestead, History Club. This new extracurricular activity was started by Miss Lisak, a history teacher here at Homestead. She had the idea to start this club from an experience of when she was in high school.
It's actually the reason I became a history teacher. When I was in high school, I didn't really enjoy my history classes. It was a lot of memorizing stuff, and I didn't really see it as important. But the history club was started. It involved movies and pizza, and I was totally on board, and it blew my mind and made me want to teach history better.
Students should expect a variety of movies at History Club, including Platoon, Saving Private Ryan, The Untouchables, and so many more to enjoy while eating pizza.
So there'll certainly be a lot of pizza and potlucks. Also, the movies are really good, and a lot of times your history teachers want you to watch movies, but we don't have time to show them in class. So it's a really good thing to make sure that you're expanding on what you're learning in your history classes, and also coming to just have a lot of fun and discuss how the world got to the way it is today.
In addition to the focus being watching movies, History Club is unlike other clubs here at Homestead because they meet 2 times a week.
The first meeting will be on Thursday, September 7th at 2:45 in my room, which is room 715. From there, we'll decide with the new members what day of the week works best for everyone. We'll have a meeting after school, and then later on in the week, we'll have an evening meeting to watch the movies.
If you enjoy pizza, movies, or history, come out to Miss Lezak's room, room 715 at 2:45 on September 7th. For HHS In Depth, I'm Reagan Jones.
Spring sports patches have been delivered and are now available for pickup in the athletic office each day from 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. Please stop by as soon as possible to pick yours up.
Mark your calendars for September 16th when Homestead and Snyder play their football game in Indy at Lucas Oil Stadium. Tickets are $12 each for high school students. Pay with cash only in the athletic office from 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. Monday through Friday.
There will be a brief boys basketball meeting on Wednesday, September 6th in room 902 at 2:40 for anyone interested in trying out for the boys basketball team who is not currently in a fall sport.
All students considering trying out for softball in March of 2018, there will be a meeting on Wednesday, September 6th from 2:50 to 3:15 in room 420. Get your questions answered relating to the program, coaches, and open gym. The first open gym will be on the Diamond number 8 from 3 o'clock to 4:30 on Tuesday, September 12th. Any questions should be directed to Coach Clegg at 402-1261.
And now here's Riley Kamala with the weekend weather forecast.
These 30-second weather segments have been a pretty crazy part of my junior year, but unfortunately I am unable to be your weatherman because I had to take health class.
Salutations, Homestead. It's Riley Kamala here, and I've got some good news. I passed health class, and I am proud to announce I am once again your weatherman. Without further ado, let's get right into your first weekend forecast. For tonight's game, we are looking at some pretty great weather with mostly cloudy skies, a high of 70 and a low of 52. Tomorrow will be cloudy with a high of 76 and a low of 56. And finally, we're looking at beautiful Sunday with sunny skies, a high of 81 and a low of 61. Well, Homestead, that wraps up this weekend weather forecast. I am looking forward to continue giving you relatively accurate weather this semester. Have a fantastic weekend.
And now here's another episode of Garrett Willis's 2-Minute Drill.
Hello, Homestead. I'm Garrett Willis, and it's time for the 2-minute drill. I can guarantee that this past week there was a Spartan athletic event that was much more entertaining than two sweaty rich guys hugging it out in a basketball ring. And that event came with the Homestead Spartan boys soccer team victory against Canterbury on Tuesday. I got the opportunity to catch up with Coach Hauser and some of the players on the soccer team as they have been sprinting and bicycle kicking their way to a great start at the beginning of the season.
The boys soccer team is taking to the pitch this year as significant senior leadership has started out the 2017 campaign with a 2-1 record, as every member of the team and coaching staff is very excited about what has happened so far.
It's been pretty exciting. We started by beating Leo, and just the other day we beat Canterbury, pretty much our number one rivals.
We've had a pretty good start. We came out strong against Leo and had a competitive game against a top 10 team, Avon.
The Spartans took down Canterbury last Tuesday by a score of 2-1, as the win against a rival always tastes a bit sweeter.
It was solid. I mean, we came out very strong, got up 2-0 right out of the gate, and the second half, we had a few errors, a few things that we got to work on. Again, it's only game 3, but they came out and played a very solid performance.
It was really fun, coming out, playing Canterbury every year. It's something we look forward to and always have fun with, so by beating them, it just gives us like a big motivation boost for the rest of the season.
While the start of the season has been promising, Coach Hauser and the players on the team all have their eyes set on the prize.
The end goal is we want to go as far as we can, but we're going to, over the next 14 games, we're going to work on improving on the basics so that we get our 1v1s won, so that we win and have successful pass completions and not so many pass losses, and keep track of that so that gradually by the end of the season we should be where we need to be to compete at a high level.
We've been talking about being more exciting, like as a team, trying to get a lot of goals scored. Hopefully so we can bring more people out to our games.
Really just to go as far as we can in the postseason tournament, but we're really just trying to focus one game at a time.
It's always great to have some comedic relief in a mentally taxing game, so I ask everyone, who is the funniest player on the team?
John Pappas.
Jonathan Pappas.
It's early in the season, looking around, we're still working on it. I'll have to let you know on that one.
I don't know, I guess me or Parker Newman. Because he has a dance. He does a Newman. That's what he calls it.
The boys soccer team will take their talents to the school up north tomorrow as they will compete in the Carroll Classic.
And now we will take a look around what's been happening in Spartan athletics this last week as we bring you the highlights from the boys soccer match against Canterbury and the football game against Concordia last Friday, along with catching up with Luke Lale and Chandler Roman on tonight's student section theme for the home football game.
We start tonight's highlight package out at Pat T. Garden Field as the Homestead Spartans took on the Canterbury Cavaliers last Tuesday as Josh Holbrook would prove to be crucial in this game, scoring not one, but 2 goals here in the first half for the Spartans, as that proved to be all that they would need to be able to win this game, as they went on to win 2-1 and also improved to 2-1 on their season overall. Next we go to the Homestead football game last Friday as the Spartans took on the Concordia Cadets. We start off the action in the first quarter as Homestead quarterback Jaya Wright would throw down the middle of the field to Grant Raber. Look how fast he can run on the first play of scrimmage. He takes it all the way to the house for a 69-yard touchdown. Also in the first half, Jaya Wright would throw not 1, not 2, but 3 touchdown passes to Trevin Taylor in this game. 4 touchdowns overall for the big guy on campus as he goes for 353 passing yards to no interceptions on the game, as Homestead wins this one 49-25 against the Cadets as they improve to 2-0 on their season.
What's up, Homestead? Luke Leo, one of your student section leaders here. We have an absolutely huge game tonight against Bishop Luers, and we need to pack the student section. Tonight's theme, it's simple: red, white, and blue, America. And if you don't have any stars and stripes, invade your closet, invade your dresser drawers, and get some red, white, or blue. Before I go, though, we need to teach you some new chants that we talked about at Pep Club. You can actually come to Pep Club, just listen to it on the announcements, and there we talk about new ideas, new chants, just ways to improve the student section altogether. All right, so here we have our mock student section. You know, me and Chandler, we will be up front leading this. You guys just need to listen for when it's happening, okay? So we're gonna start it out as, whose house?
Our house.
Whose house?
Our house.
Whose house?
Our house.
And we're just gonna do that until everybody gets hype and screaming and jumping all over the place. Up next, we have our SpongeBob theme song chant. Everybody's seen the show. We all know how it goes. And we're going to do this right at kickoff at the beginning of the game. So, are you ready, kids?
Aye, aye, Captain.
I can't hear you.
Aye, aye, Captain.
Oh! And finally, when we win, we have the new Take the L chant that we did at the soccer game on Tuesday. Take the
L.
Take the
L.
Take the
L.
And we just do that till we get hype. We're screaming, make sure the other team hears us. And a quick recap, game. Home, tonight, America, USA. Pack the student section. We need to get hype and we need to get loud. Woo!
Your Spartan football team is in action tonight at home as they will take on Bishop Luers at 7 o'clock with the gates opening at 6. Also, good luck to the boys cross country team at the Marion Invitational, the boys soccer team at the Carroll Classic, the boys tennis team at the Carroll Invitational, and the girls soccer team at the Northridge Invitational. Your quote of the week comes from the late Arnold Palmer, as he said, "The more I practice, the luckier I get." That'll do it for this week's edition of the 2-Minute Drill. I'm Garrett Willis. Have a great weekend, and we'll see you back here next Friday.
Well, that wraps up this edition of HHS In Depth. I'm Sydney Scholl.
And I'm Kelsey Nutter. Thank you for watching today.
And now here are this week's Pictures of the Week.
To have your photo in the running for Picture of the Week, just email us a high-resolution photo in landscape mode with your name and grade level to hhsindepth@gmail.com.
Today we leave you with a song exclusive to Homestead's radio station, The Point 91 FM.
Have a great 3-day weekend, and we'll see you again next week.